Hi, this is Jill Riley with the Pacific Northwest Conference, and today I am with Nancy Sugikawa, and I am excited to get to know her a little bit better, as I'm sure most of you are, since she is new to her role with the conference, which, Nancy, specifically, what is that role?
So I'm serving as a discipleship coach and as a consultant and helping churches and pastors and church leaders think about discipleship at their congregations.
So, Nancy has been ordained since 2008. Tell us a little bit about your ministry journey.
I was born in Hawaii, grew up in Hawaii, and then went to college in California and studied at the University of California at Berkeley in mechanical engineering. So I was working just as a layperson, was involved in my local church, and somewhere along the way, just God called me to ministry, which was very surprising for me. I had some good mentors and started at Fuller Seminary, and then ended up finding the covenant through the church that I was part of at that time, New Song Church down in Irvine. So I've been part of the covenant since then. And so I served at New Song for about 5 years and then felt called to come up here. And one of my mentors, who was one of the people who encouraged me to think about pastoral ministry, was had planted a church up here called Lighthouse Christian Church. It was an independent church plant. So he said, "Hey, come up here. The rain is a myth, it's beautiful." So I said, "Well, I'll come up there and I'll help you for a year with this new church that you're part of, and then I'll just go back to California." But that was in 2004, and I've never left. So
Right.
I started, yeah, helping with the church in area of leadership development, and then I got involved in evangelism, local and global missions, and then discipleship.
So the rain, is it really a myth?
Well, it actually doesn't rain that, hard rain like you would think when we think of rain. So it's just that, right? It's just the misty, grayish,
Yeah,
cool weather that a lot of people
yep,
like.
yep, definitely it is. Tell us a little bit about your family.
Yeah, most of my family is in Hawaii. My sister is in San Jose, and I just got married recently in 2020,
Congratulations.
and so my husband John, he's also from Hawaii. We grew up just maybe a couple miles from each other, and that really didn't meet until we were here in the same church. And so, yeah, it's been a journey for us, but to get married during COVID, but it's been a easy transition.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. So what do you guys like to do in your spare time?
We are avid mushroom hunters.
Ah,
So it's a Pacific Northwest thing that we discovered here. So we are often looking for the elusive matsutake pine mushrooms that that grow here in the Pacific Northwest, and that happens in the fall. And then we look for morels and different chanterelles, different kind of mushrooms throughout the year. So that's been fun. And we also started gardening some, wannabe gardener vegetables.
now do you cook with your mushrooms?
I do. Yes, yes. I think I love to eat mushrooms. And so that's why hunting them is fun too. It's like a little treasure
Right.
hunt. Then you bring mushrooms home and you cook them and eat them different ways. So it's
What
fun.
is your favorite mushroom dish?
The Japanese like to eat the matsutake, the pine mushrooms. And so, you can make tempura with it, mushroom rice with it.
Mm.
Yeah, so you can make sake with it. So, yeah, anything related to the matsutake, probably my favorite. Yeah.
Oh, we're too close to dinner time over here to be talking about this. I could stop. When it comes to discipleship, what grew that passion inside of you?
I think it started when I was in college, and I was part of a campus ministry there, and it really helped me grow in my own faith, just being discipled by someone and just learning how to read the word for myself, and I really grew a lot. And then after college, I went to church and I felt like there wasn't that focus and we didn't have people to come alongside of us and so I felt that that was missing and I really wanted other people to experience what I did and have that deep connection with God to be able to hear God and be guided by him and just grow to know his love for us and in our mission to be good news people in the world. And so I believe God called me into ministry. I was doing it as a layperson and helping to disciple people and walking alongside others, helping lead people to Christ, and then helping them to know God for themselves on a deeper level. And yeah, so just really wanted to help equip other people to do the same.
What do you find, or is there a common thread of questions that a church will ask for your help on?
How we grow in Christ is there's a lot of mystery to it, right? There's the movement of the Spirit. There's God puts people in our lives in specific times, and we hear God's message of grace and truth that hits us at different times and causes us to sort of want more and want more from God. But often churches don't know how to come alongside people once they make a commitment to attend the church, or even if they make a commitment to follow Jesus and get baptized, then what do you do, right? And often, we sort of run the church, right? There's so many things that we have to do for, in some ways, that it's hard to pay attention to individuals, right? And
Mhm.
and
Right.
I think we can't do that ourselves. Everyone has to come alongside everyone else, right? So I was discipled by lay people, right? People who love Jesus and came alongside of me at different times, probably in their spiritual life and in my spiritual life. And so I think the challenge is, how do we equip everyone to come alongside those around them, even if it's their own children? And personally, I was discipled by my mom, and actually my husband John, he was discipled by his grandmother. Often I think discipleship starts at home, which is a hard thing to do nowadays with just the busyness of
Right.
life. We have a lot of people. And
Mhm.
so it's hard to realize that discipleship really is most effective, I think, one-on-one.
Right. Well, and we can get into that mindset that discipleship is a program. It's a slice of what we do rather than a part of the culture of who we are, right?
Right. And it's people who are paying attention to those who want to grow,
Hmm.
coming alongside of them, and ourselves wanting to grow ourselves and learn more and say, who can come alongside of me?
Right.
I think that's why I grew a lot.
Yeah, I think that natural curiosity served you well.
Mhm.
Well, I have one more question for you, a lighter question. What is something you would like to do recreationally or just some gift for your own soul in the next 10 years?
Well, there are a lot of different places that I would love to travel and see. And but I'm actually doing some of that now, and that's just to visit all our national parks.
Oh, that's
Right?
wonderful.
So one of my friends has a camper, and every summer I go on a trip with her and some friends. And so actually next month we'll be going to Banff and Jasper. I got my little lifelong pass now, senior pass, and you can
Yep.
go everywhere and think, for yeah, just to visit the different places and that are just beautiful.
Well, if you ever come to Yellowstone, you're right in my neighborhood. So,
Oh yeah, yeah.
wish every good blessing to your work and to your life and relationships. And I just thank you for sharing yourself with us.
Thank you so much. So good to know you too, Joe.